Hey gang, Matt here, FoxHaven Roofing here in South Florida. I want to talk a little bit about reasons people might shy away from purchasing a metal roof. There's a number of myths that fly around and people end up buying a worse roof system for their home because they believe things that simply aren't true about metal roofs. We'll dive right in, start with myth number one. People imagine that when it rains and you have a metal roof on your house, it's going to sound like you're shaking a soda can full of pennies. And the truth is, you can't hear the rain when it's raining on top of your house. You have insulation in your attic, which works to quiet the sound that you hear. There's obviously a lot of space between your ceilings and your roof. And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't sound like pennies shaking around an aluminum can. It just sounds like rain on your roof. So when you live in a house with a shingle roof and you can hear the rain, it sounds the exact same as it does when you live in a house with a metal roof. We'll jump ahead to myth number two. And this one I hear all the time. I talk about it all the time, and people are worried that when there's a storm, because we get a ton of them here in South Florida, that because they have a metal roof, their house is going to get struck by lightning. And it's simply untrue. The truth of the matter is lightning strikes the highest point within a striking field. So yes, if your house is the tallest thing within the striking field, it is going to hit your house. But if there's a telephone pole outside of your house, and it's within the striking field, it's going to hit the telephone pole. Metal does conduct electricity, that is true, but it doesn't attract electricity. And with that said, metal conducting electricity, if lightning strikes your house, it's going to ground. You have a grounding rod outside of your house, whether you know that or not. So if lightning were to strike your house, a metal roof, one, is going to be fire resistant, which protects you a little bit, and two, it's going to send the lightning throughout the house and down through the grounding rod. So safe there. On to myth number three, and this one, again, it's just common misthinking. People think of metal roofs and they think of old rusty barn roofs, and the truth is, yes, metal will rust. There are parameters and steps we could take to avoid that. If you live in close proximity to salty or brackish water, we put an aluminum roof on your house. Aluminum will upstand the conditions and make sure that your roof doesn't rust. Now, if you are more than a half a mile away from brackish water, we put a metal roof on, but it's not just steel that goes on your roof. It's galvanized steel that gets coated in something called Galvalume. And what that is a zinc and aluminum acrylic coating which protects your panels from rusting. So at no point do you need to worry that the roof that you put on your house is going to rust as long as you take the steps necessary to make sure you're putting the right roof on your home. Okay, and common myth number four, and you hear it all the time here in Florida because people are in love with their retirement homes and they want to move down and have these Spanish-style roofs, and they just think that the metal's going to look too industrial. It belongs on businesses, not on homes. But the truth is, one, we're getting way better protection from the storms that we see every year here in South Florida. Two, if you go and drive along Beach Road now, most of the new construction houses are putting metal roofs on because it is not only a safer option, it's also giving the homes a much more modern facelift. And three, honest to goodness, if you're in love with the look of your house and you love tile up there, I get it, but you'll be shocked at how much of a facelift a standing seam metal roof can give your home. Okay, number five, and what I view as the most common misconception when we're talking about a metal roof is that it's just going to be too expensive. I'd rather just stick with shingles, you know, I'll save the money, whatever. The truth is, it's not worth it to stick with the shingles. The metal can last up to 3 times longer than the shingle roofs. That means you're getting a shingle roof now, another one in 15 to 20 years, and another one after that before you would have to replace your metal roof. There's the upfront cost that you're going to save. The other thing is that a shingle roof is going to retain heat. They're made out of tar and asphalt. So when your attic heats up during the day, which every attic is going to do, your attic gets very hot, right? But once the sun and the heat of the day pass, the shingles retain the heat, which means your AC is working harder to cool off your house. If you go up on your metal roof 15 minutes after the sun goes down and touch it, it's going to be cool to the touch. The metal rapidly dissipates the heat, which is going to save you money on your air conditioning bill. It's going to let your AC last you a lot longer because it doesn't have to work as hard. You know, and in those two things alone, you're saving. So we're saving on energy costs, we're saving on the life of our AC, right? Our AC needs to be replaced or repaired less often, and we're saving on the long-term roof solution that metal offers you. I hope that this was helpful, and I'd love to talk to you guys more next week. See you then.